All right, joining us now on Atlanta's News and Talk with Mark Arum, lead singer for the legendary band Foreigner, is Kelly Hansen. Mr. Hansen, welcome to the program. How are you?
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'm going to open this interview with perhaps the oddest question. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No.
All right, so you didn't see the Super Bowl commercial that I'm about to talk to you.
No.
All right, so there was a Super Bowl commercial.
I was in England, and it was like 4 in the morning.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. It was basically, I think it was a staffing company that was getting mad that everyday workers in offices were being called rock stars by their bosses.
Oh, I have seen that ad.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
So since I've seen that commercial, you are the first rock star that I've interviewed. So are you mad when the HR person gets called a rock star?
No, I mean, it's just a new parlance that's come into the world. We were just talking about this because it's so funny because everyone says they want to be a rock star, and then a rock star wants to be a movie star, and everybody wants to be something else. So I don't think it's unusual at all.
The grass is always greener, no matter what your
Could
profession
be
is.
until you step on it.
Yeah.
And then you find out for sure.
Well, I guess for you, I mean, obviously you are a rock star, and I know you don't wake up every morning and go, I'm a rock star. Let's get this day on.
All right. No, I don't. Listen, I'm just fortunate enough to be doing what I'm doing, and I've been around the block a time or two. I've been given a second chance in this business where a lot of people don't even get one. So I'm under no illusions.
When I say the grass is greener, you mentioned, movie stars want to be athletes, et cetera, et cetera. No matter how successful you are in your profession, you want to try something else. For you, that would be professional chef, restaurateurs. Your greener grass is in the kitchen.
I like to cook. I call myself a cook. I haven't earned the distinction of chef, and I definitely don't think I'd want to open a restaurant. It's so much work.
It's more work owning a restaurant than being a rock star.
Oh my! Oh yes! Oh yes! And more frustration and pressure, probably. I would guess.
Your love of food and or cooking, that comes from where? When you were growing up, did you work in a pizza place? Where did it start?
Well, my first job was at a restaurant, but I think that was totally disconnected from my current mental state about cooking. I think when I started going on the road with Foreigner, I started to get frustrated because what I saw on the menu, the picture on the menu, never looked like what I got on my plate. And you're traveling a lot, and you just start to question, like, where is this stuff coming from, and how much care is being put in this food that everyday other people are making for you. So I remember distinctly coming home off the leg of tour, and I came in the house in Los Angeles, and I put my bags down. I got in my car, and I went straight to the grocery store because I had been in my least favorite food state for like 5 days. And I'm not going to name the state, but I went home, went shopping, came home, and just started cooking and made something that I knew I was going to like. I knew what the flavors were. I knew where the ingredients came from, and I didn't have to, be disappointed about it.
So a rock star meal prepped is what you're just telling us right now.
Yeah, I like. I've said this so many times. Like, cooking is like writing a song. Your pots and pans are like your instruments, and your ingredients are like your melody and lyrics, and you can make any combination of those things and arrange them in any way to create your own food song, and that's very much like it. But there's just none of the pressure, and it's just joy, and you get to eat it at the end of it.
Talking to Kelly Hansen from Foreigner on Atlanta's News and Talk with Mark Arum. Foreigner in town July 6th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. So when you're on the road doing this tour, do you have special dietary requests when you go on the road, or do you make your own stuff on the road now?
It's funny, when we started touring again after COVID, there was a really sad realization, is that a lot of hotels who said they had room service didn't have room service, or they said they did, so we'd book there, and then we get there, they like, oh no, we don't. Or if you do have, or they do have room service, they charge you the same as they did pre-COVID, but it comes in a cardboard box or a paper bag with plastic utensils, and I can't live like that. I can't do that every day. So I ended up getting an induction cooker on the tour bus so I can cook on the bus, and that makes my life a lot more happy because I can cook exactly what I want. and I know how it's going to taste. I'm not going to be disappointed by how it looks, or the eggs are completely overcooked. All that kind of stuff that
Yeah.
frustrates you. And if you're paying $50 for eggs for breakfast,
Ugh,
you're really frustrated
that's
because
room
sometimes
service.
sometimes you're in a town or a place where there is no choice. That's it. So if I can go on the bus and make that, it's a much better world.
So, not to get into your personal finances, but do you double dip then on tour? Do you get paid as singer and as chef for the band?
No one pays me to cook anywhere. So really, but I have cooked for the band on the bus, and I am limited because I just have one pan to cook in, so you can only make a certain kind of thing. But I'll do eggs and bacon, and I'll do different kinds of sandwiches, and I even made pasta once on the bus, handmade pasta for a bolognese. And I don't think I'll ever do that again because it took me like 4 hours to do the whole dish with one pan and tiny surface area of countertop to work on, and had cooked pasta in a fry pan. It was just
Let me jump in for a second. Alex Williams in the traffic center, bolognese. He's wondering what's bolognese. That's a meat sauce, Alex. Just so you don't ask me later. Talking to Kelly Hansen from Foreigner, lead singer. Very excited to have you in town. You'll be back again in a couple months, July 6th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. I would imagine that everyone listening right now grew up with Foreigner, loves Foreigner, but I would imagine when you're doing these shows now, you've got younger audiences because Foreigner's music now is being seen in like Stranger Things, and it's been an amazing rise of 80s music that's gaining popularity again now in 2023 because of TV shows and streaming.
I've seen a lot of more younger people coming to shows for the last 10 years. There's all sorts of movie and commercial and TV show placements, and I think that does expand the audience. They'll hear the song, and then they'll go on the internet and check out the band, and then they'll find the catalog and go, oh, these are great songs. And I know that parents aren't just dragging their kids to the shows because they know the words, and so it's really great to see that.
Yeah, I grew up in Connecticut, which is it's 100% classic rock. It's a small town, a small state, but everyone in Connecticut loves classic rock. While you've been touring, are there certain states or cities where you just go, oh, this area gets us more than another area?
That's hard to say. Texas has been great. Michigan, Detroit are great. They're classic places. Cleveland's great. But it just depends on the day and the band and how you're putting it across on stage. I think every city has the potential to be an awesome rock city if you're doing your job right.
Gotcha. Talking to Kelly Hansen on Atlanta's News and Talk with Mark Arum. Before you come to Atlanta, folks can come see you in Vegas. Is that right? You guys are...
Yes, we're going to be performing another residency at the Venetian late March through early April. And so that'll be fun. We've done it before, and it's nice to go back and do it again. I also want to mention, too, this farewell tour starts on July 6th right here. And we're going to be doing a special promotion with choirs that we have been doing for many, many years. Been working with the Grammy Foundation to have choirs come and sing on stage with us to raise awareness about the lack of funding for school music programs. But this year, we're going to have multiple choirs opening the show before Loverboy and us. So you guys can communicate with the participating station. I think that would be good. And submit your video, and then the multiple choirs will perform at the show, and then I think the audience is going to vote for the winner, and the winner will receive an L1 PA system from Bose, our partner, and that also gets some cash, which is the whole reason that we're doing this, is because the school music programs need money.
That's a fantastic initiative. For the folks listening that are in that choir realm, are you looking for anything in particular on these audition videos, if you will?
A cappella choirs, and I don't think there are any limitations as far as age or anything, but I mean, we've always been focused on school area aged choirs,
okay.
But that's okay.
So me and my other 50-year-old friends, we can't just get
sure.
together.
And just come in with a barbershop and we'll love you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Kelly Hansen joining us on Atlanta's News and Talk with Mark Arum, kicking off the farewell tour. I didn't say it out loud because I don't want to admit it that it's the farewell tour, but July 6th here at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Can you hang out for one more segment?
Sure.
Welcome back to the show. In studio, lead singer for the legendary group Foreigner. It's Kelly Hansen. The Foreigner final tour kicks off here in Atlanta, July 6th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. That's it? Touring's done, but will the music continue?
Well, of course, the music will continue.
Okay.
Everyone has a copy of a Foreigner album, but there might be some new stuff released here and there because there's a bunch of stuff in different states of completion right now. And I'm not saying that maybe there won't be some kind of special event thing or something that we might do, but I think the era of us touring 9 months a year and having virtually no home life is not in the cards for me.
Especially when you're having to make fresh pasta on a bus. That's got to be exhausting.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that every day. I'd rather do that at home.
That's got to be exhausting. Real quick, going back to the Venetian in Vegas. I love the Venetian. That's my go-to spot. When you don't give me room numbers or anything, but when you do a residency there, do you stay in the hotel? Do they give you a suite? What's the situation like there?
Yeah, but since Las Vegas is so close to Los Angeles, where I live, I don't always stay there because I like to spend as many nights at home as I can.
Is it? I'm thinking of The Godfather when Johnny Fontaine. They say, "Hey, you come to Las Vegas and headline the shows, and maybe ask some of your friends in Hollywood to come in." Was that the deal that went down with Foreigner to get to the Venetian?
No, no, but you never know what could happen, and you never know what can happen this year, and this is going into next year as well. What could happen, because I think maybe there might be some other musicians and friends of ours out there who say, maybe I can come and hang out and sit in with you guys or whatever. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to the beauty and spontaneity of an idea like that.
And great restaurants in Vegas, obviously.
There are great restaurants.
Is there a chance I'll see you at the blackjack table at the Venetian?
No.
No, not a gambler?
No. No, I learned a long time. I play a lot of casinos. I learned a long time ago.
There you go.
Not where I should be.
Smart man. Kelly Hansen, Foreigner. We'll see you again July 6th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck with the residency and the farewell tour.
Okay, thanks.
We'll be right back after news, weather, and traffic. This is the Mark Arum Show on 95.5 WSB.